name is Amy Halpenny, and my husband Jeff and I are real estate investors. We typically buy single-family homes, turn them into duplexes, and rent them out. This transformation was one that we did for ourselves, so it has a bit of a selfish motivation. We live in the bottom floor of this house as our weekend property, and we rent out the top floor of this house. When we bought this house, it was the most disgusting single-family home you could ever imagine. In fact, the first time we came in, I didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. It had been lived in for a long time by a pretty sketchy one single guy, and it just was completely run down and dilapidated. So we totally transformed this house. The lower unit is the unit that we live in. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. The kitchen is something that we are really excited about. We took an old, dilapidated kitchen that was in the barn of my in-laws, on my in-laws' property, and we decided we wanted to salvage that kitchen. It was an old pine kitchen, so we went to the barn and we hauled all of the cabinets back over here. We reconfigured them. It took a little bit of work, for sure, to do it. I don't think our contractor was too happy with us. But we fit them in, we painted the cabinets out black, we got some really great brass pulls, and voila, we totally transformed a kind of dated kitchen into what I think is a totally up-to-date and pretty hip-looking kitchen. So for the ground floor unit, we have 3 bedrooms. The first 2 bedrooms are in the old living room and dining room, and the 3rd bedroom is actually where the old kitchen was. Our master bedroom is a really nice sized room. We have lots of storage, and one of the things I like best about what we did in the master bedroom is the wall hanging. So we put it out to a designer friend of ours. What can we do? We don't have enough money to buy any more artwork. But we want to fill up this white wall with something interesting. She suggested we go and buy an African batik throw and slap it up on the wall. So I did that, and I think it looks pretty great. The kids' bedroom was the old dining room. So again, we kept it pretty simple. We have IKEA bunk beds so that they can have sleepovers. And then we transformed the old kitchen into a 3rd bedroom, which is typically used when we're entertaining or having guests sleep over. Off the kitchen is the family room. What I love most about this room is it gets both the morning light and the evening light. We didn't have to do much to this room, believe it or not. When we first bought the house, the curtains were drawn dark red, gross curtains. It smelled like smoke, and what I realized was really you just had to take all of the old furniture out, slap on a new coat of paint. We put in a new fireplace insert and really just styled it. So I think this is a perfect lesson in you don't have to do that much, you don't have to spend that much money. We styled it with some IKEA furniture, some old furniture that we inherited, and then, lots of personal touches along the way. We like to entertain, and we definitely like to have guests up on the weekends, so we decided that we would spend a little bit more money to get a little bit more space. And the way that we did that was we had an old shed, or I guess you could call it a lean-to, that was attached to the back of the house, and we transformed that into what's now our dining room. This is a room that's a little bit more eclectic and fun and funky. It's not as traditional as the family room is, perhaps. We used kind of that old school black and white tile. We painted out an old hutch that we had. We brought a dining room table in that used to be in my house growing up. We put some fun artwork up, and I'm really happy with the space. It's a place where we're going to spend many evenings eating great food and drinking wine and having fun with extended family and friends. The main floor bathroom was a long cavernous tunnel and very tiny, so we extended the footprint of the bathroom slightly and totally transformed it. Our side entrance where we come and go is pretty simple. We just literally painted it out and bought some funky hardware from Anthropologie. So the upstairs is a bright, spacious, sunny 3-bedroom apartment. We've got great tenants who are living there. Initially, the upstairs was very dark and it was broken up into lots of small, separate spaces. So we had to take down walls in order to create a very bright, open concept living, dining room, kitchen area. One of the signature design touches that we do with all our rental units is to paint out the doors black, all the interior doors. So that just kind of adds a little bit of a design flair to what otherwise is a pretty kind of simple, budget-friendly renovation. Our philosophy for every project that we do is great design for less money. So how can you make a space look good without having to break the bank? I think we've really done a great job of doing that in this project. We're excited to do more like this. Now our family has a house that we can come to every season, all year long, and enjoy everything that Collingwood has to offer. Just going to take you for a little view of our next project. This is the living dining room space. Do the kitchen and into the family room.